Good morning, Facebook. I decided to pop on and do this live sort of impromptu little discussion with you today because I felt motivated by something that happened this weekend. My husband and I decided to go on a long weekend trip. We needed some R&R and some time to reconnect with each other, which is really important in relationships. Hi, thank you for joining me, Kara. So I have entitled this Life and Love Lessons Learned from a Motorcycle Trip. So bear with me, it makes sense, I promise. If you know my husband at all, you know that when we travel, we always travel on his motorcycle. That's the only way that my husband travels, if at all possible, is on the bike. Luckily, I love traveling on the motorcycle. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. So when I was sitting on Sorry, my phone decided to ring. When I was sitting on the back of the motorcycle this weekend, it dawned on me that the experience I was having on this trip, that there were lessons that correlated with life and with love, and I decided I wanted to share those with you. When we travel on the bike, we like to take the back roads. We like to stay off the interstate. There's so many wonderful things. When you're in a car, you're sort of insulated. When you're on the bike, you're one with the trip. You're one with the feeling of the breeze and the sun. The sights and the sounds are right there with you, and it's an integral part of your experience. And most of the time, those are really pleasant. But sometimes, just like in life, we hit some sort of motorcycle trips sound fantastic. They are, Kara. I have some wonderful experience with those. But just like life, sometimes some things happen that aren't so pleasant. You get stuck in traffic and it's really hot. Coming home from our trip, we were trying to stay ahead of a bad storm that was coming. And the temperature dropped a lot more than we expected and we were cold. Sometimes when you're going along those back roads and you're enjoying all the beautiful scenery, the cows and the horses and the farms and the people waving at you from their front porches, I love that connection. We should come visit. Okay, we should. Sometimes along with all that beautiful scenery comes the smell of manure, and it's not so pleasant. So on the motorcycle, I have a choice when the conditions become not pleasant. Just like in life, when things happen, when somebody becomes ill, we lose a job, so we're having issues with our children, or something's going on in life that's not pleasant. When I'm on the back of the bike, what I do when that horse manure smell comes along is I focus on all of the things that are really pleasant. I focus on how beautiful the fields are and how neat the cows and the horses are, how nice the sun feels on my face. And before long, that unpleasantness has passed and I didn't really notice it very much. So in life, when we hit these speed bumps, when things happen that aren't very pleasant, how do you deal with that? Do you focus on all of the blessings that you have? Do you focus on all of the things that are good in your life? And if you can do that, you get through the experiences in a very different way than if you focus on what's not pleasant and what's not good. And you know, at the end of the day, when I get off the bike and I'm a little stiff and I'm a little sore, you know, and I've got road grime on me, there's nothing like a shower when perception is everything. Hi, Keith. So glad you joined us. Jessica, love it. Absolutely. It's about mindset and perception. So when I get off the bike at the end of the day, what am I focusing on? Am I focusing on sore muscles, you know, the fact that my behind's a little numb, that I'm grimy feeling, that, you know, I don't. Actually, I don't remember any, usually, of the stuff that happened on the bike that wasn't pleasant. I remember all of the wonderful things and the neat things that we saw, the neat experiences. And I remember just the overall experience. And I go to bed happy, and I get up the next morning and I can't wait to get back on the bike again and do it all over again. even when I was really kind of cold and miserable for a while. Somehow, none of that sticks with me. So at the end of your day, every day, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on all the blessings? Kara is, because she's sending me hearts. Are you focusing on all those blessings of the day, all the things that went well? Or are you focusing on the parts that were annoying, that were unpleasant? And when you get up the next morning, do you wake up excited to see all of the new things that are going to come the next day? Kara says she loved this, Lori. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Thank you. Or are you getting up remembering the stuff that didn't happen the day before? Are you focusing on what you can do and what you can maybe adjust if you need to in your life that coming day? You thinking and anticipating the good things that are going to happen. If you do that, I promise you, just like on my motorcycle trip, I can't wait to go on the next motorcycle trip, and I can't wait to have all of those experiences again. And in life, even on the days that things aren't going so well, I go to bed grateful for what happened that day, and I get up the next day so excited to see what I can create that day. So thank you so much for listening to my ramblings about my motorcycle trip. But I just felt like there really were some real correlations there in how I handle that. And how I handle life, and maybe it'll give you some insights on how you might do some things a little different. Keith says, great parallel of life and the ride. Yeah, it is. Life is a ride. It's a journey. And our mindset, our perception, what we focus on can really make a difference on that journey. So I'm hoping that you have an amazing rest of your week. And thank you so much for joining me, for all the hearts, all the comments. Jessica says, absolutely great insights. Thanks for sharing. All right, bye for now. And I'll talk to you sometime in the near future. Bye-bye.